Good morning, students. In our previous lecture, we have learned direct and indirect speech, important some changes for converting the direct sentence into indirect speech. Now, in our today's lecture, we are going to discuss some examples. How to solve a direct sentence into indirect speech. Already, all of you are very well known about main 4 types of sentences. First, assertive sentence. Second, imperative sentence. Third, interrogative sentence. In interrogative sentence, there are again 2 subtypes: WH question and verbal question. And last one, exclamatory sentence. When converting any direct sentence to indirect speech, there are some steps, there are some changes now. Now, on the blackboard, I write one formula of 6 steps. One formula of 6 steps for converting the direct sentence into indirect speech. First, identify. Second, change in reporting verb. Change in reporting verb. Use conjunction. Use conjunction means connecting. Next, change in pronoun. Change in pronoun. Change in pronoun. And last, change in tense. Change in tense. And change in pointer word. Means maybe any sentence there is any word denote time and place. We change it into indirect speech. Change in pointer word. Now look again. These 6 steps are very important while converting direct sentence into indirect speech. There are 4 main types of sentences. Now, first we will discuss statement. Statement means assertive sentence now. First now, I write one example on the blackboard. All of you now look carefully. Amit said, comma, double inversion, I am reading a newspaper. I am reading a newspaper. Full stop, double inversion, complete. While changing statement into indirect speech, the following changes take place now. Means we follow here these 6 steps now. First here is now identify. Identify means here first we from the sentence first identify which is the subject, which is the reported verb, which is the tense in the sentence. First here is we identify which is the pronoun here is first person or second person. Means look carefully. In this sentence, Amit here is now subject. Said here is now reporting verb. is said to. In indirect speech, we used told. But in our sentence, here is now said. So we can here write said as it is. Next step here is first here is, remove here is, comma and inverted commas. The sentence which is written in the double inverted commas is now here reported speech. This sentence here is written in double inverted commas. It is here reported speech. And Amit said here is reporting her here is. These two clauses here are now important for our tense and changing for pronoun. Now see, first person pronoun here is I. I here is used for the subject Amit. And so here first person or second person pronoun changed in indirect speech in third person. So we will use here he pronoun. First here is, in statement we use conjunction that. We use conjunction first that. Amit said that. I here is this first person pronoun here is used for the subject Amit. So in third person here we will write he. Here is present continuous tense. Present in tense. Tense in the reported speech. Always remember, the tense in the reported speech is changed according to the reporting verb. Means reporting verb is in the past tense. We change the present continuous tense into past continuous tense. So here we will write was reading a newspaper. Full stop. In the sentence here is no any pointer word now. Now look at here. The final sentence in indirect speech is Amit said that he was reading a newspaper. Means one by one here is we follow these 6 steps here is. First here we identify subject, reporting verb, tense, pronoun. Then change in reporting verb. Change in reporting verb. Means instead of said here is reporting verb. Here we use as it is. Then here we use conjunction that. Then here is first person pronoun we change it into third person she. And here is tense changed in indirect speech was reading. Means these changes take place in the sentence. The final sentence in indirect speech is Amit said that he was reading a newspaper. Okay, understand? Now I will take again one more example. Rahul said to Amol, comma, double inversion, I am going to Mumbai. I am going to Mumbai. I am going to Mumbai today with my friends. With my friends. Full stop, double inversion complete. This is one more example of statement. Assertive noun sentence. Rahul said to Amol, comma, double inversion, I am going to Mumbai today with my friends. Means first here is we the first person pronoun, which is the tense in the sentence, first we identify. Students, please concentrate on the sentence. This sentence will change in indirect speech like as. First, subject here now remain as it is. Here is now reporting verb said to. In an indirect speech, instead of said to, we used told. Rahul told Amol. Then next our step was we remove the commas and inverted commas and then use the conjunction that. Understand? Rahul told Amol that. First person pronoun here is I. This first person pronoun should become in third person in indirect speech. I first person pronoun here is now used for Rahul. The pronouns are also changed as per the reporting person. Always remember, the pronouns are also changed as per the reporting person. I here is first person pronoun for subject Rahul, and I here is now changed in third person. He, present continuous tense changed into past continuous tense. Was going to Mumbai. Today. Here is one pointer word here is. Pointer words. Words expressing nearness in about time and place are generally changed in words expressing distance. So, instead of today, we used here that day. My again here is first person pronoun. This first person pronoun changed in third person at his. We, his friends. Okay. Now look the final sentence in indirect speech is Rahul told Amol that he was going to Mumbai that day with his friends. Understand? Okay. Missing statement. Reporting for said to changed into told. We use the conjunction that. Then the tense in the reported speech is changed according to the tense of the reporting verb, and the pronouns are also changed as per the reporting person. Now we next type of our sentence, imperative sentence. Imperative. Imperative sentence. There are in reported speech. There are two types of again imperative sentence. Is affirmative and negative. First, I write one example on the blackboard. The man said, comma, double inversion, polish my shoes nicely. Polish my shoes nicely. Full stop, double inversion, complete. This is an example of imperative sentence. The man said, comma, double inversion, polish my shoes nicely. Our 6 steps here is, first the man here is now subject, said here is now reporting verb, then polish here is now verb, my here is first person pronoun. In the sentence, there is no any pointer verb. While changing imperative sentence into indirect speech, there are some changes occur place. First here is change in reporting verb. Reporting verb said here is. Reporting verb in the imperative sentences depend on the sentence. Depend on the sentence. If in the sentence there is suggestion, we use the suggested. If there is any advised, we use the advised. If there is word please, we use the requested. Means in imperative sentences, reporting verb is depend on the sentence. We use the reporting verb such as ordered, suggested, advised, requested. Maybe again there is requested, etc. Now look this sentence. The man said, polish my shoes nicely. Here the man here is now subject, said reporting verb, polish here is verb, my here is first person pronoun. In imperative sentences, we use the conjunction. We use the conjunction to. In affirmative sentence, this is affirmative sentence. In affirmative sentences, we use the conjunction connective word now to. There is no change. There is no change in the tense of reported speech. There are no change in the tense of reported speech. Change in pronouns, change in pointed words. But in imperative sentences, there is no change in the tense of reported speech. Now look how this sentence we will write in indirect speech. The subject here is the man, remain as it is. The man. Reporting verb here is said. Polish, the man said, polish my shoes nicely. Means instead of reporting verb said, we will use here order. Order. Then punctuation marks removed, comma, inverted commas now removed, and then use the conjunction. And in imperative sentences, we use the conjunction to. To polish. Polish. My here is now first person. And this my is first person pronoun here used for the man. And so this first person pronoun changed into third person. Polish his shoes nicely. Full stop. Yes, understand? Now look again. I revise the sentence and some changes. First here is instead of reporting verb say, we used here ordered. Then we used conjunction to. Then first person pronoun my. Here we changed into third person his. Again remember, in imperative sentences, there is no change in tense of reported speech. The final sentence in indirect speech is, the man ordered to polish his shoes nicely. Yes, understand? Okay. Then again I take one more example of imperative sentence. Meena said, comma, double inversion, put these plates on the table. Put these plates on the table. Full stop, double inversion complete. Now see again one more example of imperative sentence. Here again we remember here is imperative sentence. Main sentence from double inverted commas now. Always begin with main verb. Put here is now verb. Meena said, put these plates on the table. Then we follow all our 6 steps here and then change this sentence into indirect speech. Meena here is now subject. Said here is reporting verb. Which here is one pointer word. In the sentence there is no any pronoun here. First person or second person pronoun not present here. Meena said, put these plates on the table. First our step here is how this sentence we will write in indirect speech. First subject we write as it is. Meena, just I explained here is reporting verb in imperative sentences depend on the sentence. Said here is we converted into again advised. And maybe here again we here used requested. Put these plates on the table. Meena, advised. Maybe we here use suggested. Then remove the comma and double inverted commas and first use the conjunction. And in imperative sentences we use the conjunction to. To put. Here is now one pointer word this. In indirect speech there is this word this. Now converted into indirect speech those. To put those plates on the table. On the table. Means in imperative sentence there is no change in the reported speech. Now look the final outcome of our sentence. Meena advised or suggested to put those plates on the table. Now first here we take example of imperative sentences in affirmative. Now look what another example of imperative sentence but in negative. The teacher said to the boys. The teacher said to the boys, comma double inversion. Don't write on both sides. Don't write on both sides. Full stop, double inversion, complete. Full stop, double inversion, complete. This is again one example of imperative sentence. But negative sentence here? We see double inverted commas, main clause here is now begin with word don't and then there is word right now. First here is our subject here is now the teacher. Said here is reporting verb and here is right here is verb. Again in this sentence there is no any pointer word now. In imperative sentences there is no change in the tense. Always remember students, in the imperative sentence there is no change in the tense of reported speech. Double inverted comma sentence means here is reported speech. Now look how this sentence we will write in indirect speech. First, subject remain as it is. The teacher said to. Reporting verb here is. In imperative sentences, reporting verb changed as per the sentence. Here, the teacher advised the students here is. Maybe anybody says here now ordered here is. But I here now use the word reporting verb advised. The teacher advised the students, advised the boys. Don't here is. In the negative sentence, in imperative sentences, if the negative sentence there is, we use conjunction not to. Means in our imperative sentences, our conjunction is to here is. But if the imperative sentence is negative, we see here don't here is. Means if the imperative sentence is negative, we use the conjunction not to. The teacher advised the boys not to write on both sides. Full stop. The final sentence in indirect speech is like that. The teacher advised the boys not to write on both sides. I take again one more example of imperative sentence. The doctor, negative sentence of imperative sentence. The doctor said to Amol, the doctor said to Amol, comma, double inversion, don't eat anything, don't eat anything for a day. In imperative sentences, main clause always begins with main verb. Reporting verb is depend on the sentence. If it is a command, we use commanded, ordered, means advised, suggested. Then we remove the punctuation marks and use the conjunction in imperative sentences. But imperative sentence is negative. Instead of to, we use the conjunction not to. The doctor, here is now subject. First our step here is identify. Identify is here. We first identify which is the subject. Then first person or second person pronoun. Then tense. First we identify here. So usually we can convert the sentence into indirect speech. Said to here is reporting verb. Here it here is verb. And this imperative sentence here begin with don't. And our rule here is if the imperative sentence begin with the word don't, means in negative imperative sentences we use the conjunction not to. Remember students, in negative imperative sentences we use the conjunction not to. Now look how this sentence we will change it into indirect speech. First the subject as it remains. The doctor, here doctor, means doctor always advised. So instead of reporting word said to, we used here is advised Amol. And then punctuation marks first removed here. And then we use the conjunction not to. Not to eat anything for a day. Full stop. Now look again the final sentence in indirect speech. The doctor advised Amol not to eat anything for a day. Yes, understand? Means in our today's lecture we have learned how to solve examples indirect to indirect speech. Means how the sentence here is changed into indirect speech. In our next lecture we will continue remaining types of examples. Okay.